Carousel Horses in Cross Stitch by Donna Kooler has rekindled my enthusiasm for searching the thrift stores for cross stitching books. I was starting to feel like I had stumbled across most of what was out there, and how many more books could there be? And then I looked at I almost didn't pick this book up when I found it at our new favorite thrift store. I love historic carousel horses. I think they are amazing. The carousel horse representations in home decor, I'm less enthusiastic about. Let's put it that way. So I flipped through, and the first couple of horses I saw did not strike my fancy. The February horse I loved. It wasn't until I got the book out to the car that I saw the Halloween horse, and if I had somehow passed this up and then found that horse later, I would have been really mad at myself. We have recently started visiting a thrift store that has 50-cent hardbacks, 25% softbacks, and I found some amazing craft books there. And I thought I had picked over their section pretty well in the past few weeks, but either this just came in or I hadn't seen it yet. Let's start with an Enchanted January, the first horse, and there are so many neat details in these. I hope it will show up on the camera. This one has castles and unicorns, and I don't know who the old bearded man there is at the top. I would say Father Christmas, except it's January and Christmas is over. Each month does have a little companion project, and those are cute enough, but not what makes me excited about this book. It was the February Forever horse that motivated me to pick the book up and buy it, because I like that one. All of these horses are about the same size, about 160 by 170 stitches, give or take a couple. If you wanted to stitch a match set, you could. It would be a lot of work to stitch these all. The March Go Round horse is, I think, one of the ones I saw when I was flipping through that. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't love it. I don't know what's wrong with the page there. I don't think it's a glare in the photograph. I think somebody erased something and took the image off with it. That's a new one. Extra Special April. Extra Special April is an absolute tongue twister, and it is another of the horses that just don't scream at me that I need to stitch them. I know we all have different taste in projects, but look at Mother's Day Fancy. Can we all agree that that is stunning? I think a lot of it is the contrast against the black Ada. A lot of these, the horses are white. A Junifer is another one like that. The horse just seems to fade into the background. I know there's a lot of back stitching to set it apart. Dandy July Patriot is another one of the horses that I love. Look at the apples. Look at the colors. August in Santa Fe. Again, I love the bucking posture of the horse. I like the colors. We used to spend a lot more time in the Southwest. A Whirlwind September has that whole wonderful circus vibe to it. And, you know, I am fine with cross-stitch circuses. I'm not going to go to the real thing to see the animals, but cross-stitched interpretations, we can still have those, can't we? Haunted October Nights. This is the one. I want to stitch that. I am in love. And when I first held it up, it looks like matting. The cat and the witch and everything, this is all cross-stitched. There are no fancy matting tricks that you're not going to be able to replicate in your own project. November O'Plenty. What I think it comes down to is that I really like the more colorful horses and don't like the pastel ones as well. And December Delights. That's another really pretty one. And again, okay, this one, that holly is the matting. So now I'm going to have to go through and flip through this again and see which ones are matting and which ones all the details are actually stitched. because, okay, the 4th of July one, those little stars and the red arch is matting. This one, the little cactuses, and you can see where the matting is cut. But October, all of that is stitched. When you are shopping for cross-stitch books, especially the old ones at the thrift store, take a look and see what is stitched, what is not, what might require special expensive embellishments you might not be able to get your hands on, because sometimes I know that I am guilty of looking and seeing what I want to see. I am so glad that I picked this book up off the shelf, that I gave it a second chance after flipping through it and deciding it wasn't for me, because there are some amazing projects in here. Definitely 50 cents well spent. It was the Donna Kooler name that motivated me to pick it up, because I believe she did all those gorgeous stockings for cross stitch and country crafts. I really like some of her designs. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle. I've got a whole stack of books to do flip through videos on, so I will be back with you soon. I've got a lot going on up here in the attic.